issue. I like one caller that says, I think she's, her name is Rebecca or something. Rita, good. She said we shouldn't play politics with agric. I will want to add some to it. We shouldn't play politics with health, with education and our security. Okay. But the truth of the matter is, all the policies that regulate these things, it will take the politician to develop them and implement them. So I'm looking at a healthy debate with regards to these things, and let's take the negativity out of it. Talking about cocoa, I'm happy entering into this building whilst I was listening to you and your callers. I was so excited that when you spoke with Edward Kariwa, now Esquire lawyer, the Esquire is one of the things that people like. So Alpha Ali Esquire. Listening to him, he did a very fair analysis of the whole issue. Now, I know my brothers in the MPP, they are excited, pretending to be sympathizing with their cocoa farmer, because they think that we in the NDC at a point play politics that really affected them, really hurt them. But let's look at these things. These cocoa issues and most of the resources that we have, there are certain key things that controls them. That's the world market. Okay. So long as you do not process your resources into final products and all that, there's the world market. The world market also, each minute has its pricing. I love watching CNN, especially their business side of it. Every few minutes, they will give you that stock, and you will see, once even it's on their dashboard, you see the green and the red, what is going up and how much is being added, and what is going down and how much is being taken out of it. And as a country, the dollar rate, the exchange rate, is something we cannot do away with. So whilst you see that gold price is $5,000 on the world market, you must also look at your exchange rate. How much is a dollar being exchanged here? And then the technicalities will come in. And then how much is government paying the cocoa farmer? There's always a price mechanism that goes with percentage. Government, over the past, we've seen a government that's led by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo giving the cocoa farmer 43%. It has happened here. Today we have a government in the name of NDC, President John Dramani Mahama, giving the farmer 90%. It has never happened before. There's no way that a time will come that will give the farmer 100%. We all know that the farmer by himself or herself does not go and sell the raw beans at the world market. It takes government, and there's a whole processes. Giving the farmer sacks, that's the jute sacks, giving the farmer pesticide, sometimes seedlings and other farm inputs. All this comes at a cost. The government is not Father Christmas. It is the little percentage the government takes that he uses some to give you this. Now let's go into the figures. Today, what we are talking about, government giving the farmer 2,587 cedis, which is 90% of the world market rate. 90%. That nobody can dispute it. You can check on your phone and get to know the figures. And the 90%, we used 4,200. It's between $4,100 and $4,200. Even if you use the rate of 11 cedis, which I know we use 10.25. Even if you use 11 cedis, a ton of cocoa is 46,200. That's my calculation. But it's less because of the exchange rate. When you divide it by 16, that is, we have 16 bags in a ton, you get 2,887 cedis. And government out of this is giving the cocoa farmer 2,587. Government only saving 300 cedis on every bag. Government is taking the shock. These are the realities. You can sit anywhere and do your politics and say that the NDC at a point promised the cocoa farmer that will give them more than 6,500. But we cannot lose sight of that time. That time, the world market price then, which was around 7,200. Even at a point, it went over $10,000 per ton. And the rate, the exchange rate then, 16.3. That was the legacy of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the head of the economic mismanagement team. This they cannot run away from. So if you look at that time, how much was government giving the cocoa farmer? How much was government making? Every bag, it was around 11 to 12,000 cedis a bag. But government decided to give the farmer 3,100 cedis. And we in the NDC then said, if we were in charge then, looking at 12,000 a bag that government is getting, we would have given the farmer more than 6,000. It was a fair argument for us to make. And the farmers believed that the NDC was being truthful. They were being shortchanged by the NPP administration. And that is a fact that you cannot run away with. The figures, the data is there. It's on the net. Now, if we are selling it at the world market at 4,000, between 4,100 and 4,200 per ton, even now it has come down. You can check. But whilst we were making that arrangement, that was the rate. So government is tied up to ensure that you don't come and give us another story. Do you understand? So for us today, the dollar is around 11 cedis. On the average, 11 cedis. Multiply it by 4,200. These are the facts. If I say I'm happy, it's because of the timing. The MPP can shout and make all the politics out of it. We have how many years to the general election?
Do you honestly think
yes,
that the cocoa farmer is interested in all of these explanations?
You see?
So for him, what he will look at is how much was I
getting? Yes. You see?
How much am I
a caller called in, you cut him short.
Who was this?
Claiming that he is attacking you, the media.
No,
and
his time was up.
Good. I good. I understand. Me, this where you are sitting, I sit there. Even last night I was sitting there, so don't worry, we know distance. For me, speaking like this, I feel insulted. I feel my intelligence is being dragged in the mud. Yes, I'm a cocoa farmer. I've gone to school. Everything I'm saying is data. Everybody can verify. So for you to think that I do not understand this, or the cocoa farmer does not understand this, it's an insult on his stage. Do you understand? No, the temptation is there. The temptation, I understand you.
You can understand something and not be interested.
Yes, I understand you.
At the end of the day, everybody is selfish inherently.
We are all looking at our interests. I understand you. So I'm looking at both sides. Absolutely. Speaking as somebody who is seated at your place and somebody who is seated here, and a farmer, that do not belittle our intelligence. We understand these things. Yes, it has affected me. On every bag that I harvest or I make, now I'm losing over 1,000 cedis. It's a whole lot of money. It's a whole lot of money. We, the farmers, we went for loans. We used other ways and means to ensure that we have our bags.
The other question I would like to ask
yes.
If the prices would be determined on the basis of the volatility in the prices at the world market, what is the true essence